Okay, we're recording. Now, this video, right? Probably saw the title, Um, and if you look at my channel, you'll know I haven't uploaded in a while. You know, a while is like 2 or 3 weeks, right? That's like 2 or 3 weeks. You could do a lot in 2 or 3 weeks. Can make a lot of things and do stuff, right? But you see, there's this one thing, right? It's called laziness, right? and and sometimes that like it's like a lot. You have it, when you have a lot of it, and then it's like crazy. But yeah. So we're you could probably tell, right? I'm a master procrastinator, right? And I'm going to react to this TED Talk, right? And comment on it, okay? Master Procrastinator reacts to video about Master Procrastinator. Okay. So let's click on the video, right? We're not gonna watch the short version because okay, I'm trying to get that watch time in, you know. So we're gonna watch the 14-minute one, you know. There we go.
So in college,
College,
I
yeah.
was a government major,
Yo,
which means
for
I
real?
had to write a lot of papers.
Papers, yo, do no. Do you actually like write or do you just type?
Now, when a normal student writes a paper, they might spread the work out a little like
Yeah, I'm pretty
this.
sure they just type.
So, you know,
It's college.
you get started maybe a little slowly, but you get enough done in the first week that with some heavier days later on,
Oh yeah, there's facts. So when I like have like an assignment, right? I don't do it. Okay, I usually have like assignments, right? Every like big assignments every week. So like it's assigned on like Monday and it's due on like Friday, right? I don't do any work on Monday or Tuesday. Like I do zero work. And then on Wednesday I'm like, "Oh, I should probably finish it now." Uh and then I'm like and then by the middle I'm like, "Oh, I got enough work done. I'll just finish it on Thursday." And then on Thursday, I'm like, oh, well, I still have one more day. I can just chill today. Future me worry about it. And then I'm on Friday, and I'm like, oh my god, what was I thinking? I did not do any work those 2 days, you know? So it's like hashtag relatable, bro, okay?
everything gets done and things stay civil.
Yeah?
And I would want to do that like that. That would be the plan.
No, this is bad. You're supposed to even it out. That's what I think would be good. It's all evened out. Or you just skyrocket this all the way up, right? So you don't do anything. It's sacrificing one day for good days for the rest of the days.
I would have it all ready to go, but then actually the paper would come along, and then I would kind of do this.
Yo, this is kind of accurate. I mean, that's just like that's another way of doing what I said, but except it's on this side, so you can't really guarantee that you'll finish. But if you do it up here and you end up actually like not finishing, at quote accidentally, right? And then but you always have the other days. But here you can't. You it's all crunch time. You have to do it. You have to like force yourself. Here you don't really have to force yourself, but like you do.
And that would happen every single paper. But then came my 90
And I have
page.
like 7 classes, so I have to do the work for 7 classes. Sometimes I split it up, but usually I'm like, oh, I'll do a little bit of math, pre-calculus, I don't know what it's called. I just said that because it sounded cool. Uh, and then I'll go ELA, a little bit, I have to write like a narrative, I have to social studies, study ancient China, do some of the questions.
Senior thesis.
It's 90 page, yo, calm down. A senior
But then
thesis, bro, what? That's like 10 pages just for the thesis, bro. I don't understand these.
became my 90-page senior thesis.
I understand. Why do you even need 90 pages, dude? You could legit, like, no one's gonna read all of that. I guarantee you no one's gonna read 90 pages. That's legit writing a book. Except you don't get paid. You know, it sucks.
A paper you're supposed to spend a year on.
Only have a year, dude. Most authors with like 2 to 3 years writing a book, right? Let's look that up. Let's look it up. Take to write a book. Write the Bible. What? 6 months to So we don't let's not talk about that. So let's just switch back to this. We're not gonna talk about what I did. I don't want you to see my bookmarks. Okay.
I knew for a paper like that, my normal workflow was not an option. It was way too big a project.
Yes,
So I planned things out, and I decided
okay.
it kind of had to go something like this.
Like
This
what?
is how the year would go. So I'd start off light, and I'd bump it up.
I would no. Oops. Okay. I would actually like put more. I would put. I would just do the reverse of this, basically. Because near the end, right? It's your senior thesis, right? So it's when you're a senior and you start to leave school, right? That's what I assume it is, right? So then, therefore, if it's the end of school, you want to relax. You know, you want to relax by the end of school, cause like who wouldn't? It's the end of school. You're supposed to have fun.
In the middle months. And then at the end, I would kick it up into high gear. It's just like a little staircase. How hard could it be to just walk up the stairs?
No.
No big deal, right? But then, funniest thing happened. Those first few months, they came and went, and I couldn't quite do stuff. So we had an awesome new revised plan. And then, but then those middle months actually went by, and I didn't really write words.
Yo.
And
I think you wrote numbers, guys.
And so we were here. And then 2 months turned into 1 month, which turned into 2 weeks. And one day I woke up with 3 days until the deadline,
Why would you do this to yourself, though?
still not having written a word. And so I did the only thing I could. I wrote 90 pages over 72 hours, pulling not one but 2 all-nighters. Humans are
Okay. Those are amateurs. Those are amateur hours.
wrote 90 pages.
90 pages over 72 hours, bro? Nah. I got 80 hours of playtime in 72 hours. Like, bro, what are you doing that you waste this much time, bro? Like, imagine going on bathroom breaks.
Pages over 72 hours, pulling not one.
Imagine pulling only 2 all-nighters. Imagine only 2. Like, bro, gotta at least have 4 all-nighters in a week. That's healthy. That's a healthy week.
But 2 all-nighters. Humans are not supposed to pull 2 all-nighters.
Yeah, but you can if you try hard enough, okay? Just try harder. Try harder, bro.
Sprinted across campus, dove in slow motion, and got
Why would you do that? Like dove like Mario, like Mario's move? Wait, let's do this again. Mario dive jump. Like this one? Like why would you want to do that? You don't like, bro.
got it in just at the deadline.
Got the deadline.
I thought that was the end of everything.
That was the end
But
of
a week
everything.
later, I get a call.
Yeah, you got
It's the
bad
school.
grade because you did it in 3 days.
And they say, "Is this Tim Urban?" And I say,
No.
"Yeah."
No.
And they say, "We need to talk about your thesis."
Oh,
I say,
I think they're gonna say it's good, guys. I don't know.
"Okay." And they say, "It's the best one we've ever seen."
Bro, see, I called it. I legit called it. Called it. I did not know. I legit said they're gonna say it's good.
That did not happen.
I'm a.
It was a very
I need it. Someone has to cut that out. We're not gonna talk about what I did or said. We don't discuss that ever again. And if we do, I will call your mom. Yeah.
Very bad thesis. I just wanted to enjoy that one moment when all of you thought, this guy is amazing. No, it was very, very bad.
Can't even prove me wrong.
Anyway, today I'm a writer, blogger guy.
For
I write
real?
the blog Wait But Why. And
Wait, but why? Oh, whoa, that was not even on purpose. That was not even on purpose though. Oh my god, yo, we need to rewind on that.
a couple of years ago, I decided to write about procrastination. My behavior has always perplexed the non-procrastinators around me, and I wanted to explain to the non-procrastinators of the world what goes on in the heads of procrastinators and why we are the way we are. Now, I had a hypothesis.
Hey, I don't associate with you, okay? You can't even write a 100-page essay in 2 days, okay? You're dog water. You're legit so bad.
That the brains of procrastinators were actually different than the brains of other people.
Bro, we're not even that different. Calm down. It's just one does work earlier, and one likes to put it off. Like,
And to test this, I found an MRI lab that actually let me scan both my brain and the brain of a proven non-procrastinator.
bro, oh
And
my
so I
God.
could compare them, and I actually
This
brought
man is committed. Yo, man's full on rented a whole hospital. Wait,
And to test this, I found an MRI lab that actually let me scan both my brain
MRI lab.
and the brain of a proven non-procrastinator. And so I could compare them, and I actually brought them here to show you today. And I want you to take a look carefully to see if you can notice a difference. And I know that if you're not a trained brain expert, it's not that obvious, but just take a look, okay?
I'm a
So
trained brain expert. I've been having a brain for like a lot,
here's the brain of a non-procrastinator.
bro. Oh my God. Rational. Okay, rational decision maker. And he's
Now,
steering wheel.
here's my brain.
That's pretty funny. Not gonna lie, cause oh my god, that's really funny. I don't know someone who doesn't procrastinate.
There is a difference. Both brains have a rational decision maker in them, but the procrastinator's brain also has an instant gratification monkey. Now, what does this mean for the procrastinator? Well, it means everything's fine until this happens.
This is facts. Like I'm like, oh, let's go do some work, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't exercised today yet. I'm gonna go do that first. It'll only take like an hour. Takes 2 hours. Then I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm tired from that exercise. I'm gonna go take a nap. And then I wake up from the nap and I'm like, oh my god, I need to take a shower now since I woke up tired. And then by that time it's already like 8 o'clock, so I gotta like eat dinner. And then I gotta watch anime because it's nighttime. And you gotta watch anime when it's nighttime. Like it's tough.
So the rational decision maker will make the rational decision
The rational decision maker will make the rational decision. Yo, yeah.
to
That's yeah.
do something productive, but the monkey
Yeah.
doesn't like that plan.
For
So
real?
he actually takes the
Why?
wheel and he says, actually, let's read the entire Wikipedia page of the Nancy Kerrigan Tanya Harding scandal because I just remembered.
Wikipedia page? Hey, yo, is this foreshadowing? Was this 2016? Bro, they like told the future.
That happened. Then,
By the way, check out my channel. Okay, did one Wikipedia speedrun. If you want more, you have to like it. Get at least 20 views on it, and then I'll do more.
then we're gonna go over to the fridge. We're gonna see if there's anything new in there since 10 minutes ago.
Facts, yo. I legit go to the fridge, right? Nothing's in there. Close the fridge. Go to the snack cabinet. Nothing's in there. Go back to the fridge to see if I forgot something. Go to my room. 20 minutes later, go back to the fridge. Go to the snack cabinet. Go back to the fridge again. Go into my room. Go to the bathroom. Go to the fridge. Like, bro, it's all a cycle.
After that, we're gonna go on a YouTube spiral that starts with videos of Richard Feynman talking about magnets and ends much, much later with us watching interviews with Justin Bieber's mom.
Oh, Justin Bieber's mom. I haven't seen anything. Justin Bieber mom. Mallet and son's early career, Nowhere But Up, was published by a Christian book publisher. Why would a Christian book publisher publish Justin Bieber's mom's autobiography? Why would you do that? That's not smart. Yeah, that's very not smart. That's zero brain right there.
All of that's going to take a while, so we're not going to really have room on the schedule for any work today. Sorry.
Facts. Yeah. Except master procrastinators try to trick themselves into thinking they're not procrastinating. So they're like, oh, it'll be fine. Oh, maybe I'll have a little work after. Oh, maybe I can, write 100 words while brushing my teeth. Multitasking.
Now, what is going on here? The instant gratification monkey does not seem like a guy you want behind the wheel. He lives entirely in the present moment.
Isn't that good though? You have to live in the present. You have to be mindful of the present. You have to not dwell on the past. You have to not worry about the future. Isn't that good?
He has no memory of the past, no
Exactly.
knowledge of the future, and he only cares about two things: easy and fun.
I mean, is there anything else that matters in life? You know, just like my guy Reggie said, if it's not fun, why bother?
Now, in the animal world, that works fine. If
No.
you're a dog and you spend your whole life doing nothing other than easy and fun things, you're a huge success. And to the monkey,
Just turn into a dog.
humans are just another animal species. He has to keep well slept, well fed, and propagating into the next generation, which in tribal times might have worked okay. But if you haven't noticed, now we're not in tribal times. We're in an advanced civilization, and the
I mean, if you're in an advanced civilization, right, but you end up drawing this picture, how advanced really are we?
monkey does not know what that is, which is why we have another guy in our brain, the rational decision maker, who gives us the ability to do things no other animal can do. We can visualize the future, we can see the big picture, we can make
Yeah.
long-term plans, and he wants to take all of that into account, and he wants to just have us do whatever makes sense to be doing right now. Now, sometimes it makes sense to be doing things that are easy and fun, like when you're having dinner or going to bed or enjoying well-earned leisure time. That's why there's an overlap.
Not leisure.
Sometimes they agree. But other times, it makes much more sense to be doing things that are harder and less pleasant for the sake of the big picture, and that's when we have a conflict. And for the procrastinator, that conflict tends to end a certain way every time, leaving him spending a lot of time in this orange zone,
Yeah.
an easy and fun place that's entirely out of the make sense circle. I call it
Yeah.
the dark playground.
Dark playground. Oh,
Now,
it's kind of dark, not gonna lie.
the dark playground is a place that all of you procrastinators out there know very well.
For real?
It's where leisure activities happen at times when leisure activities are not supposed to be happening.
Yeah,
The fun you have in the dark playground isn't actually fun because it's completely unearned and the air is filled with guilt, dread, anxiety, self-hatred, all those good procrastinator feelings. And the question is, in this situation, with the monkey behind the wheel, how does the procrastinator ever get himself over here to this blue zone? A less pleasant place, but where really important things happen. Well,
harder.
turns out that the procrastinator has a guardian angel, someone who's always looking down on him and watching over him in his darkest moments. Someone called the panic monster.
Uh, it looks kind of sick though.
Now, the panic monster is dormant most of the time, but he suddenly wakes up anytime a deadline gets too close or there's danger of public embarrassment,
Yo,
a career
how did I know
disaster, or
what you
some
were gonna say? How did I know? There's totally not captions here.
other scary consequence.
Consequences.
And importantly, he's the only thing that the monkey is terrified of.
Monkey's
Now,
scared of the panic monster. That makes sense.
he became very relevant in my life pretty recently.
If you can come up here and do a TED talk confidently and talk without yawning or stuttering, I think you're fine, honestly. You're doing good.
Because the people of TED reached out to me about 6 months ago and invited me to do a TED Talk.
Why? Why would they? Why you? How
Now,
does
of
that even
course,
find
I
them?
said yes. It's always been a dream of mine to have done a TED Talk in the past.
Wait, it's it's always been a dream of mine to have done a TED Talk in the past. So he doesn't want it now, but he wanted to do
Talk
it
in the
before.
past. But in the middle of all this excitement, the rational decision maker seemed to have something else on his mind. He was saying,
Yeah.
"Are we clear on what we just accepted? Do we get
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going to be now happening one day in the future? We need to sit down and work on this right now." And the
Or you
monkey
could do it
said,
later.
"Totally agree, but also let's just open Google Earth and let's zoom into the bottom of India, like 200 feet above the ground, and we're going to scroll up for 2.5 hours till we get to the top of the country so we can get a better feel for India."
That's facts, though. Yo, let's do that.
So that's what we did that day.
Bro, what do you do for a job then?
As 6 months turned into 4, and then 2, and then 1, the people of TED decided to release the speakers. And I opened up the website, and there was my face staring right back at me, and guess who woke up?
Panic monster. Profit. $10.
So the panic monster starts losing his mind, and a few seconds later, the whole system's in mayhem.
What the? Oh yeah, the monkey would be me.
And the monkey, who remember, he's terrified of the panic monster. Boom, he's up the tree.
You wouldn't be able to
And
do
finally, the rational decision maker can take the wheel, and I can start
Wait, what
working
if
on
the
the
panic monster takes the wheel, huh? Huh? What's gonna happen then? What's gonna happen then, smart guy, huh? Exactly. No answer. You're speechless.
talk. Now, the panic monster explains all kinds of pretty insane procrastinator behavior, like how someone like me could spend 2 weeks unable to start the opening sentence of a paper,
Yeah.
and then miraculously find the unbelievable work ethic to stay up all night and write 8 pages.
Only 8.
And this entire situation with the 3 characters, this is the procrastinator's system. It's not pretty, but in the end, it works. And this is what I decided to write about on the blog just a couple years ago. Now, when I did,
I mean,
I was amazed by the response. Literally thousands of emails
oh
came
yeah.
in
Well, I didn't see it.
from all different kinds of people, from all over the world, doing all different kinds of things. These were people who were nurses and bankers and painters and engineers and lots of PhD students. And they were all writing saying the same thing. I have this problem too.
Everyone.
But what struck me was the contrast between the light tone of the post and the heaviness of these
Procrastinated. Like every person has procrastinated.
emails. These people were writing with intense frustration about what procrastination had done to their lives, about what this monkey had done to them.
Stressed and stuff.
And
Uh,
I thought about this, and I said, well, if the procrastinator system works, then what's going on? Why are all these people in such a dark place? Well,
like,
turns out that there's 2 kinds of procrastination. Everything I've talked about today, the examples I've given, they all have deadlines. And when there's deadlines, the effects of procrastination are contained to the short term because the panic monster gets involved. But there's a second kind of procrastination that happens in situations when there is no deadline. So if you want to have a career where you want to be a self-starter, something in the arts, something entrepreneurial, there's no deadlines on those things at first because nothing's happening at first, not until you've gone out and done the hard work to get some momentum, to get things going. There's also all kinds of important things outside.
It's easy to get started, right? But it's hard to stay consistent.
Of your career that don't involve any deadlines, like seeing your family or exercising and taking care of your health, working on your relationship, or getting out of a relationship that isn't working. Now, if the procrastinator's only mechanism of doing these hard things is the panic monster, that's a problem because in all of these non-deadline situations,
You know, when I get that thought, that's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to do this. You know, it's gonna take so long. And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die one day, so just do it. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I think.
The panic monster doesn't show up. He has nothing to wake up for.
Yeah.
So the effects of procrastination, they're not contained. They just extend outward forever. And it's this long-term kind of procrastination that's much less visible and much less talked about than the funnier short-term
Haha,
deadline-based kind.
funny,
It's usually
haha.
suffered quietly
Funny, haha. You write 90 pages in 72 hours, bro? I mean, that is kind of funny. But
and
yeah.
privately, and it can be the source of a huge amount of long-term unhappiness and regrets. And I thought, that's why these people are emailing, and that's why they're in such a bad place.
For
It's
real.
not that they're cramming for some project. It's that long-term procrastination has made them feel like a spectator at times in their own lives.
Yeah, sometimes
You
you
know, the
just like zone out for a few days. Like you do everything you do, but you just aren't you, you know? You're just not there mentally.
frustration was not that they couldn't achieve their dreams, it's that they weren't even able to start chasing them. So I read these emails and I had a little bit of an epiphany
Tiffany. Oh, I know what he's gonna
that
say.
I don't think non-procrastinators exist.
Yeah,
That's
see?
right. I
See?
think all of you are procrastinators.
See?
Now, you might not all be a mess, like some of us,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
some of you may have a healthy relationship with deadlines. But remember, the monkey's sneakiest trick is when the deadlines aren't there.
for
Now, I
real.
want to show you one last thing. I call this
Ah,
a
what
life
is this?
calendar.
It just looks like a lot
That's
of.
one box for every week of a 90-year life.
There's. Whoa.
That's not that many boxes, especially since we've already used a bunch of those. So I think we need to
No
all
way. No way. That's a lie.
of a 90-year life.
That's one box for every. No, 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 no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Let's just say 45, 50, 50. That's 500. How many weeks in a year? 52. 4,600. That's a lie. That's not 4,680.
That's not that many
Actually,
boxes,
I don't know.
especially since we've already used a bunch of those. So I think we need to all take a long, hard look at that
But if we take a long, hard look, we'll be wasting more time. Bro, practice what you preach, my guy.
calendar. And we need to think about what we're really procrastinating on, because everyone is procrastinating on something in life. We need to stay aware of the instant gratification monkey. That's a job for all of us.
Yo, wait. Society if we didn't have the instant gratification monkey. I'm funny. Laugh, laugh, laugh.
And because there's not that many boxes on there, it's a job that should probably start today. Well,
What about
maybe not
tomorrow?
today, but you know, sometime soon.
Fab.
Thank you.
Clapping noises, clapping noises, clapping noises. Okay, that was nice, I guess. I understood him, except his strats were kind of bad. Not gonna lie, I would have, I come up with better things. But yeah, if you want to know how to procrastinate without actually like procrastinating, call me, pick me up, slide into my DMs, Well yeah, see you guys. Stay groovy, and I want to be a master procrastinator when I grow up. So, yeah. Bye.